Well, folks, welcome on the spectacular sunny Saturday morning as we seek to find the new owner of this special home. My name's Larmer and my job is simply to oversee and adjudicate proceedings. The hope, of course, is to help one of you put up a sold sticker. To the registered parties in the crowd, but we sincerely wish you all the very, very best in your endeavours. By now, you've done first name terms of myself, Jess and Aaron. We should have answered all your queries and questions and made all relevant documentation really accessible. So, with the terms and conditions on display throughout the campaign, it comes as no surprise to hear that everyone needs to be registered to participate, and when bidding, just clearly display your allocated number. As the auctioneer, I may decide the increments by which the bids are to be advanced. I may refuse a bid if we deem it not to be in the very best interest of the seller, and if there's a dispute of any sort, in a calm and orderly fashion, we'll just go back to the last undisputed bid. I'm the only person authorised to put forward just one bid today on behalf of the sellers. And if I decide to exercise that right, I'll very clearly define that to you, and that figure will be set below the reserve price. Now that reserve price, it has been set. So subject to being reached or exceeded, within the top bidder, whose offer I accept will be the buyer, the property will then be at their risk upon the contact of my contract with no late bids are to be entertained. The successful buyer, after you've finished hugging and kissing your significant other and prior to showering the crowd in champagne, will just be asked to step forward and do two simple tasks. Sign the contract, which is unconditional in nature, so it does not allow for any calling off rights, and secondly, pay the agreed and approved deposit. In the unlikely event the reserve price is not reached, within the top bidder has exclusive rights of negotiating direct with the owners immediately post-auction. So let's have a look at the contract you'll be signing as the successful buyer. We know it's a standard ACT Law Society contract for sale. We note here it's we sell a Unit 20 in Units Plan 3090, Block 15, Section 32 in Bruce. That's a lot of numbers. It's known to you and me more commonly as 27 of 29 Ryan Street here in Bruce. We sell on behalf of Lara and Leo, and we sincerely like to thank them very much for the trust they've invested here in the team to look after the sale for them. No restrictions on transfer today, and vacant possession will be on offer. In terms of the goods and chattels, you don't get all the lovely furniture. We just thought we'd better let you know that for those who like the furniture. You can't have it. But you can have the floor coverings, the window treatments, the dishwasher, the alarm system, and all light fittings as inspected. Our settlement date, now that's set down at 30 days in the contract. If there's been any variations to that settlement date, of course the owners will approve that. And your deposit requirements, we have to negotiate to a 5% deposit today to help get one of you over the line. So, shouldn't be any queries, questions or issues surrounding that. Let's just take a moment, perhaps before we jump into the fun stuff, just to consider the option we have in front of you here. We're actually not surprised to see a big crowd of happy, smiling, excited faces, because it's pretty hard finding town residences like this. Completely freestanding, set away from many busy roads, and beautifully maintained and prepared. The owners have really gone to a lot of effort to put together a product here that doesn't require any effort, no maintenance to do, new painting, new floor coverings, new carpets there for you. But how about the downstairs area? That's created all the excitement, hasn't it? The garage, well oversized, 50 odd square metres of space, and a standard double garage is about 36. Plus all that under storage area. The owners actually paid extra to the builder when it was constructed to have it professionally excavated, and we could almost call it another bedroom area. But that'd be a little bit cheeky. You won't do that.
Fantastic wine cellar.
Very good wine cellar, and I can attest that I saw some lovely wine being cellared there. There are a few bottles less, sorry about that. I think that was Jess. So, she had her eye on it. So it really is a special property, and we'd like to help, obviously, one of you buy it. So, this is your chance, the audience participation part. Who'd like to propose an opening bid or offer? Who'd like to buy here in Thynne Street and Bruce? Propose a figure to me if you will, buyers. Or I'll propose one too. Don't hear from you. Should I build from a slow level and work up and went out at 400,000? You can walk up from 400, I'm sure. Anyone at 400 start? Bit of 13. Not unlucky for you at all, sir. In at $400,000 now, off and away. Seeking what, say, an increase of 25 to go north from here, a quarter. Call it 4 1/4 if you will. Here's my bid at 400,000 as I seek 425. First time, gentlemen's bid now at 400,000. Twice as I seek 425. For the third time, by shortly then, bid number 8, 425. Nice to have you on board. Just creating a fit there, leaving it right to the last minute. Cool, come and collect it in the sun at 4 1/4. And I said 4 1/2 now, chasing down on a 25 to go now. When I say 450,000 on anyone's behalf, don't be shy, buyers. There we go, bid of 9. Yeah, you just want to get involved, don't you, sir? 4.5. 3 players in now. Jump in. The auction gets a little bit more expensive later on. Bid 450 now. At 450 and 75 is calling. Now who says yes at 475 now? Catch my eye. First time. Bid of number 9 now. Twice 75. Bid of 7. Got you right at the back, sir. Furthest for me, but closest to signing the contract now at 475 and 500's open. Who'd like to go to $500,000 from here? Do I say 500 on anyone's behalf as multiple players in? And bid number 1 and pole position. Yeah, at $500,000 now, and things are warming up now. At 500, and do I say another 25 and bid of 7's back in? At 525, there's the money now, the gentleman's bid. At 5 1/4 at the back, and I look for 550. Anyone out there at 5.5 now? First time, bid twice. Third, back at 550. Nicely executed now. So my far left now at 5.5 and 50 is the call. Anyone at 75, sir, back in, bit of 70, bit of 7 at 575. At 5 3/4, is it going to get to 6? Who'd like to go there now? At 575, once now, gentlemen's bid. Twice. Right at the back, here we go. At 575 for the third, penultimate time. Are we done? Are we silent? I'll take a lower increment if that helps you out. At 575, we'll drop to 5 so that helps out. So when you're at 580, a bit at 580 would be logical from here. I'm going to call away just one last time to give you warning at 580. Gentlemen's bid right now. Holding control of proceedings, first chance. At 575, seeking another 5. Twice. Here we go, sir. Looks like you've done it. At 575 for the third, last time. Absolutely silent. I want to be absolutely certain you're still with me, mate. 580. Anyone else that hasn't played 580? Okay, so 580 to get back in the league. 8 behind as well. Look, every sense of 580. Give them a moment. Anyone else still playing? Bit of 13. You started off very, very strong. It's just been a little bit quiet since. Can I entertain a 580 bid from? Okay. Bit of 20. You haven't done anything at all. So now's actually a great time. Anyone else out there? And I said instructions from the owner then. Are you still with me at 580, sir? No? Okay, just got to check that. And the second instructions from the owner, sir. I'll be right back with you. Holding the bid at 575 at the moment, bid of number 7. Well, thanks for your patience, everyone. Just a little bit of confirmation there. So just want to announce who we're up to at the moment. Instructions are to sell the property at $575,000. And that's the bidder number 7, I believe, at the moment, up the back. So bidder number 7 holds it at 575. I entertain a $1,000 bid from here. So if the Sugarloaf cupcakes are kicking in at the moment, now is that time. A $1,000 bid. I take 76, 576 from anyone. Otherwise, I call it away 3 times. I sell it at 575. First chance then of calling it at 575. Entertaining another 1,000 if it's there. Bid twice. Are you absolutely certain? I hope you've got a plan B, buyers. There's going to be a few unhappy people. I don't have another one of these. I'm going to sell it right now to bid of 7 at 575. Selling. Are you sure? Here we go. Sold, sir. Congratulations. Woo! Woo!